popular news anchor in Southwest Florida is suing his former station, claiming he was fired after exposing hazardous working conditions there. Craig Wolf worked at NBC2, owned by Waterman Broadcasting, for almost 20 years. Tonight, he speaks exclusively with Four in Your Corner's Mike Mason. Mike?
Yeah, we caught up with Wolf at a charity golf tournament in Fort Myers. He says he was fired unfairly, and now he's fighting back. Former NBC2 news anchor Craig Wolf has plenty of time to putt around the golf course these days. He was fired last March, and now he's filed a whistleblower lawsuit claiming he was the victim of retaliation.
It's about me losing the life that I had here in Southwest Florida, unfairly, unjustly, and unlawfully.
Wolf says he was fired after blowing the whistle on what he calls hazardous working conditions at Waterman Broadcasting.
There's no doubt in my mind that this was a retaliatory firing.
Wolf worked at Waterman Broadcasting for 18 years and was the main anchor of NBC2 News. Wolf says he developed health problems in 2008, which began as a persistent cough. He says it would only happen when he entered NBC2's newsroom and studio, and he wasn't the only one affected.
I was part of a group of about 2 to 3 dozen people who were sick in the building a lot.
Wolf says dust and dirt was everywhere in the newsroom. In 2010, a producer even shot this photo and posted it to Facebook, showing Wolf with a broom and dustpan cleaning around his work desk. Wolf says it seemed sort of funny at first, but it soon became a real problem.
My coughing became chronic in about 2007.
According to his lawsuit, in 2009, Wolf sent an email to Waterman executives and expressed concern that the working conditions were affecting his performance. In that email, Wolf says he also requested that Waterman have the air ducts and area around the anchor desk cleaned and examined. Wolf says he never heard back from Waterman officials, and his condition began to worsen.
I went to an ear, nose, and throat specialist, and I went to an allergist. I had MRIs done, I had scopes done, things shoved up my nose and down my throat.
Wolf says he was diagnosed with allergies to several varieties of mold. According to the lawsuit, in 2010, after going to a specialist, Wolf sent another email to Waterman officials, stating his diagnosis that his uncontrollable coughing was likely due to environmental conditions in the Waterman studios. Wolf says instead of fixing the problem, Waterman installed special cough buttons near the anchor desk, so when anchors coughed, they could push the button and the sound would be muted.
By putting those cough buttons in, I feel they decided to treat the symptom and make sure that the newscast sounded fine, but didn't show any regard for the fact that people were coughing, and maybe it would have been a good idea to try to get the source of the coughing.
We wanted to speak with someone at Waterman Broadcasting about Wolf's claims. Over the past couple of days, we sent several emails to the general manager and news director. We also called numerous times and left messages.
It's about the Craig Wolf lawsuit.
But no one responded. According to Wolf's lawsuit, on October 21, 2010, Wolf says he sent an anonymous complaint to OSHA, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, concerning the hazardous working conditions in the studio and newsroom. The lawsuit states, after Waterman representatives became aware that Wolf filed an OSHA report, Wolf's on-air promotions began to lessen, and he was not asked to participate in station events. Wolf says he only wanted to expose the problem.
There's no doubt in my mind that that building is making people sick.
In January 2011, Wolf says he wrote this letter to Waterman officials, stating, "It would be of help to me if I could bring in, at my cost, someone to look where the AC comes down at the male anchor chair."
I got an email back from my general manager telling me thank you for the generous offer, but you know, we're going to try to tackle it ourselves.
Did they?
I didn't see it.
On March 3, 2011, Wolf says the general manager told him his contract was not being renewed, and he was not told why.
I was stunned, and I was shocked, but after spending a little bit of time thinking about it, I wasn't surprised.
Craig Wolf now lives with his family in Nashville, but says he never wanted to leave Southwest Florida. Wolf says he's looking for another job in television, but like he said, it's difficult because he was fired from Waterman. Live in the studio, Mike Mason, Fox 4 in your corner.